about ourselves and how we relocated to Zimbabwe and our experiences in different cultures and how people viewed things. You know, everybody had their own feel about it. So we're going to just share with you some of our experiences, and we hope that you enjoy the video. So we relocated back to Zimbabwe in 2012, yes. And yeah, since then we've been living here for constantly for about 8 years. We like it here, but we'd like to share our experiences, both like, you know, coming from Kenya and then moving into Zimbabwe, and we hope you enjoy. Guys, how was it for you guys, like moving back here? How was it? Was it difficult, or was it easy, or were you excited and stuff?
As a child, it was exciting because, you know, I don't know, like,
new environment.
yeah, and your parents are telling you, girls, you're moving to Zim, and you're like, oh my gosh, so it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess change of scenery was kind of, you know, very exhilarating for like some of us, because, you know, when it gives you that sense of nostalgia that you're going somewhere new, and yeah, I guess.
And what were your surprises when you arrived into Zimbabwe? Was it like everything you expected, or was it more, or was it less?
I really wasn't expecting anything. It's like and the fact that I was just going, yeah, because, you know, it's just the fact that you're moving to another country, even if it was going to be in the middle of nowhere, it's one of those we're moving, so it wasn't. Yeah, we weren't really thinking about that.
For you, Michaela, how was it? You were so little, I think.
I don't know how I felt. Because literally I was there, I couldn't remember anything. So.
You're 4 years.
Yeah.
At least you remember something.
She does remember that.
Oh yeah, just like after reaching, you know, just like going to the house, the old house.
Oh yeah, with tours. We had a couple of tours that ended up getting lost in
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Okay.
Oh, but it was a big bag.
Two big bags. Where did those 2 weeks go to? Oh my god.
I must have given them out somewhere.
No, we lost those tours.
You threw them away or something.
I don't know. It was stolen or something. Okay.
And guys, what about the language? How was it? The language barrier, you know, like walking into school, like your new school, and then you come into the school. How was it like? Can you just give me like the difference between like in Kenya and then coming into Zimbabwe? What were the schools like, and what was the differences?
Can I go first?
Yes.
Okay, so basically for me, about the language barrier, at first, like, we had come from Kenya, right, and we did speak a little bit of Swahili. I'm not sure if we were always talking in Swahili, but yeah, we did speak a bit of Swahili. And then coming here, whereby the classes, we went to a public school here, and the classes were mainly conducted in Shona, and we couldn't understand. Well, I couldn't understand. And, you know, since most of the time the teacher would be teaching in Shona, it was really hard for me to be, like, picking up on certain stuff in class. And also the fact that we had come from an international school, and the international school had like a lot of liberty for kids, whereby we were able to like not talk back to teachers as such, but like, you know, tell them off and tell them our opinions. But here in Zim, you weren't really allowed to do that in the public schools. So I remember I actually did try that once, and yeah, it didn't end well. Yeah, so don't talk back to your teachers here in Zim. Oh, it was something else. And yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I had to say.
And the most interesting part for you was how was it when the teacher was teaching in Shona?
Oh, yeah, I thought she was rapping in like some tongues, because, you know, she just kept going on. She's like, oh, and I was like, wow, is she even saying anything? And the students seemed to be understanding, so I was like, wow, okay, so I guess I'll have to catch up. And she threatened to put me back a grade behind if I didn't pass my exam. So I actually had to like get Shona very quickly. Yeah, it's kind of a year I could understand Shona very quickly.
You know, I got worried when you told me that, you know, she told me that, oh my God, Mom, the teacher talks in tongues. And I was like, oh my God, is she ever going to speak Shona?
I know, it was something else.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It was so difficult. Remember the first time we had the Shona exam, I had 17%. And I was like number 26.
So we've come a long way. Us, we've come a long way. No offense. We've come a long way.
Yeah. For a reminder, it was easy to pick up, isn't it?
Yeah, it was okay. It's like, you know, when you can you can feel that somewhere in there you can understand something. I don't know.
Yeah, because for Amanda somehow, because when you were little, you were here already. I mean, she was in Zimbabwe when she was a little younger. So I think that she did not lose the, she lost it, but she couldn't. But she couldn't. She really could pick up some of the stuff, isn't it? Like at the back of your mind, there's something in your conscious that tells you kind of know this language, but you just don't know it. Because then we're not speaking it back in Kenya. So for you, it was a bit better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But for
No,
me,
but I feel like it was good because you had friends who were also constantly speaking Shona. So if your environment, constantly everyone's speaking Shona, you just end up catching it really quickly.
Yeah. For Michaela, it was interesting because Michaela, remember that song you kept singing for us?
You guys know
I think for Michaela was easy because
she was really young, so she could
she
catch.
learned from the base, like from the start.
Yeah.
Some of us had to learn from Madimike, and you're like, okay.
And then we also had friends who used to speak to us in English because they assumed that we're not going to like.
They thought we were from Nigeria. Oh my God, guys, accents, people really, because our accents were really kind of, I can't say I don't know how that was, because I feel like, everyone even in the international school did have that type of accent. Even though it was different races and stuff, because we'd come from like a different race school, and now here we were like all one race type of thing. And people were assuming that we were Nigerian, and we were like, do you guys know how?
Jamaican.
Exactly. And I'm like, do you know how those people speak? Because really the accents are completely different. But
the accent thing was something.
Like no one understood what we were saying.
And we also didn't understand what
Exactly.
their accents were
An
different.
example is like they're saying what, like we are trying to say what, but then they're like it's wet. I don't
No, bad. Example is bad, right? Us in Kenya we say bad. It's bad. And then here they say bed. So instead of saying maybe I want a burger, they'll be like, I want a bigger. It's so
weird.
hard for us to be relating. Like, what are you saying? Because we bring out that and they bring out the So we didn't know. We were like,
no, guys, the most interesting one for me was like, go to First Street. I was like,
first is first.
First the bank.
First the bank.
And then, the thing was that we used to use like bank, I remember actually even going back to Kenya like on holiday, and then, some of my friends, were talking about something to do with the land, and then I was like, I'm gonna buy the land, and they were like, Winnie, you mean you even got into this environment? It's now land.
Yeah.
We call it land in Kenya.
We call it land, bank, I don't know. But here we call it bank, land, so it's something else.
So, but the difference is, most difficult is that if you're talking about a bad and, a bed and something bad, so it's the same thing, like, if it's bad, it's bad, and that is difficult. Yeah. So this is really how it was. The accents was a very big deal for us. And but the schools, guys, even though you guys were going to international schools in
the schools
Kenya,
were actually way better.
Isn't it? Yeah.
No, I feel like I cannot compare because right now I'm in high school. If I'd had a previous high school experience in Kenya, maybe I would have had like that.
But can you give us like your primary school experience?
I feel like
you were in an international school in Kenya, and then you came to a public school in Zimbabwe, and the infrastructure in the public school in Zimbabwe
was really cool.
Yeah.
I hadn't been to public school the whole time in Kenya. We were in international school, I think. Yeah. So, well, judging from that time when we were naughty and you took us to public school in Kenya for a week, comparing it to schools here, I actually think, the public schools here actually are better. Because in Central, we actually went to Central, the school called Central, for like a week because we were misbehaving and we weren't doing very well in school. Because, Amanda was one of those kids who was always playing outside because she could, like, whilst the teacher was teaching. But, since we were disciplined, like, judging from that school we went to for a week, I feel like here, their schools are better in terms of public schools. I'm not sure of international schools because I haven't been to an international school here. But I think I enjoyed it there, honestly, because...
You could have enjoyed, but for me, I'm talking infrastructure. And I think that Zimbabwe has a lot, and that is the truth. You know what, schools in Zimbabwe, they have really nice infrastructure. Like what you would have as public school. For example, the school you guys went to, the primary school. No, the primary school here in Zimbabwe, the government school. I think that was really good because it had so much. It had quite a number of tennis courts. It had it had swimming pool. It had almost all sports you can imagine. You know what I'm saying?
This was the type of international
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
No, but I think for a public school here in Zimbabwe, it is so pretty. It's so nice.
Yeah, no,
Like
that's
I can say that a public school that is in Zimbabwe is an international school in Kenya.
It's possible because we're talking about space also because there they have less space in Kenya. I can't say it's overpopulated, but I can say that it's kind of cramped some places. So obviously their schools are kind of smaller and they have less space. So obviously their sports are limited because they can't be doing all types of sports because they have less field and all that. But here, since there's a lot of space and stuff, we were able to like have mini sports because like one school occupies like many acres of land. So
yeah, Mickey, what's your experience just knowing between Kenya and Zimbabwe? What do you think is different for you?
I love them because like they are swimming pools. Honestly, Kenya is hot, and then Zimbabwe is cold, and then Kenya is hot and there's no swimming pool like.
No,
it was swimming pool.
No, like most places, like in
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that makes sense. I think temperature-wise, I feel like Zimbabwe has really good climate because I feel like here in Zim, it was easier to like compete in many sports and stuff because like the air is really nice, like the atmosphere is just great. But there is kind of hot where we were staying, so like you get tired during lessons, you get tired, and I was sunburned throughout because I have like heat rush on my back.
Yeah, but
so
you know also we were living in a hotter city. You see, Nairobi not necessarily.
Kisumu.
Yeah, in Kisumu it's much hotter. But in Zim, we are probably the same temperature is like Nairobi. Yeah, and you know that's a difference then. But then still Zimbabwe, what I can say is so different for us here in Zimbabwe. I think it's a very good place for kids to grow up.
Yeah.
And you know that it's really safe. It's very safe and it's really nice. And we have a lot of space here. Like back in Kenya, we probably had the same kind of house, like big houses and stuff. Depending on how you could afford it, you know. Yeah. But what the difference is that here we have even like more space like for kids to run around and stuff like that. At some point we'll show you like our neighborhood what it's like because the space is really the spacing is really good. And I think because Zimbabwe's population is not so high, because here it's just about 13 million people, and in Kenya we're like 45 million people there. So that's a difference. If you have this kind of environment, if you have this kind of population and the land is so big, it's really, really easy. It's really easy for you to have enough space. And I think that's really what's interesting in Zimbabwe. Yeah? Yeah. And I think so. And then I think, guys, I think you really enjoyed moving in here, isn't it? Into Zimbabwe. And you adapted well and had friends.
Many friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you miss some of your friends back in Kenya?
I don't remember any friends. Okay, no offense to anyone. Like, obviously,
You miss what?
but Joanna's in America. I think.
Yeah.
So, but okay, for me, I cannot say I missed anyone because I can't say at a young age, maybe you could meet people who actually are there for your lifetime, but I doubt that actually happens. Well, I don't know, because like everyone since like maybe I was 7, I don't remember anyone going down. Like anyone. So, but I told you that guy
But the
texted me.
relationship with our friends in Kenya wasn't that deep. So
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Because they were flings. They were acquaintances.
classmates and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but I told you one of my classmates texted me, right, and he was like, "Oh, I found your grade 2 book," and I'm like, "What? I don't know you, but well, yeah."
No, actually, as we're just saying something, most of the stuff is good or better about Zim, but also Kenya is good. Like what I miss about Kenya is the malls. Like in Zim, I think there are only like 3 malls here, but then in Kenya you can find a lot.
No, we have many malls, Fantasia. Michaela, it's just that, we have many malls, but the point is just the ones you don't go to. You know what I'm saying?
Here and there.
We have a lot of malls.
Okay. She says I don't know what malls she's talking
No,
about.
guys, that's true. It's just that you've not really.
Only
you know,
Eastgate.
What about Harare in particular?
Yeah, she's talking of 3. What 3 are you talking about?
Eastgate, Westgate, and
I don't even consider some
maybe it's a
areas a
mall.
mall,
Yeah,
but
no, it's not. There are many, guys.
Okay, guys, there are many malls. It's just us who do not know malls. malls, okay? We don't really travel that much. As in go out that much because we kind of social. But, you know, let me tell you something, okay? About the malls here in Zimbabwe. Like, many people go to Sam Levy. I think that's why we're saying that we have very few malls here. Because, like, most of the teenagers go to Sam Levy Mall, and that's where many people just do their hangouts. But, yeah. That's basically what I have to
No,
say.
but we have plenty of malls here. The only difference is that in Zimbabwe we kind of feel like there are not so many activities to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because it's really nice and youth can hang out and do a lot of things. But in terms of like activities, you know, like in Kenya, there is like you can go into a mall and there's skating, there's what.
Yeah.
Here we have maybe a few, like one actually that I know in Harare, which is the ice skating one, you know.
It's closed down.
No, it was opened.
Oh.
It was opened again. So it's
Oh.
only one. So there's only one
Okay.
ice
Go
skating.
there.
Yeah, and then there isn't really much activities like for people to do. But they also have, you guys, the one down there, like in Belvedere, you know, that Chinese mall down there.
Oh,
They
yeah.
also have,
Oh.
yeah. So the point is, we do have a lot of them. It's just that we
Plaza.
don't.
We have
yeah, we
enough
do.
of
We have enough
malls.
of them. Yes.
Yeah.
But,
But Kenya
I
has
think
more-
Kenya has more
has
interesting
more.
kind of, you know, things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think also the
Because we don't
purpose-
have amusement parks here even. Do we have? Here, like in Harare specifically, we don't have.
the Chinese mall is
amusement
kind of like there's an amusement park there, actually. For
It's
youth
so,
as
oh
well.
yeah, no, it's not for
Yeah.
youth, for kids.
Yeah, for children.
No, but then there's some for you.
For youth, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are stuff for people.
Enough.
So anyway, those are the differences. Is that it's a little bit limited over here in Zimbabwe. We could have
But it's
better.
okay. We're not
like,
really affected because
Yeah.
we don't really like going out that much as in
yeah.
two items. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're basically.
Amanda loves to go out. She's just missing.
She's just missing, but lockdown really has made people like.
Yeah, we've been indoors most of the time, maybe
Yeah.
during this lockdown. But we have enjoyed really, and for me, still living in Zimbabwe is like the best thing. I just think we can work on a few things and improve a few things. But yeah, it's really a nice place to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, bring your kids to
It
this.
is pretty. It is nice. It is
Especially
Oh, yeah.
during the jacaranda season.
Oh my God, the trees around here. That's what
Exactly.
it was.
No, but I like
Yeah.
the trees. Like you
Yeah.
have so many trees.
Trees,
here. Like
yeah.
if you guys are looking for a place where it's like leafy, it's
Yeah.
green fields or what, Zimbabwe is your place. 'Cause
Zimbabwe
it's
is
just
a place.
green.
I think
It's
the
nice.
nature is really good, isn't
Yeah.
it? The nature in Zimbabwe is really cool.
Yeah.
And I think that is one thing, like for example, when I first came here, oh my God, as you're driving through the streets, there's like jacaranda just covering the, you
Yeah.
know, jacaranda trees, and just
Purple.
covering, it's purple and beautiful. We hope we can take some of those pictures and show you guys. It's really, really fantastic. The scenarios are just, I don't know, they're
The
just
scenery.
beautiful. Yeah, it's really nice, yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining us today. And, you know, thank you for supporting us. We're looking forward to you guys
To see you guys.
you know,
Yeah.
more. So if you want to see more of us, please
Punch the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications.
Make sure to like
Comment.
And share.
All your family members.
all your family
and
members.
friends.